waving your banner all over the land. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, bleeding with your eyes gonna make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Hennessy Sports, a very good evening and welcome to Championship Boxing here at Goresbrook Leisure Centre in Dagenham. Our officials this evening are all appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Our first contest this evening is a light middleweight contest of 8 3-minute rounds. Firstly introducing in the blue corner, wearing black trunks trimmed with yellow, fighting out of Stamford on 7. He weighed in at 11 stone 2 pound. Tonight competes in his 129th professional contest. Please welcome Ernie Smith. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed with white, fights from Shepherd's Bush, weighed in at 10 stones 7 3/4 pounds. He's undefeated as a professional, 13 wins from 13 contests, 4 wins coming by way of knockout, presenting John O'Donnell. Timekeeper Mr. Greg Hugh, the referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dave Parris, and this is 8 3-minute rounds.
Boys, you know the rules. Punch with the knuckle part of the glove. If one head goes down, the other goes the first restriction forward. Break when I tell you to. Defend yourself at all times. Shake hands. Good luck to you both.
Seconds out.
Well, John O'Donnell in the red trunks here has played to some pretty big reviews. Certainly his promoters, Mick Hennessy, think that he might be going places in the business. So far he's unbeaten in 13 contests. In here with the journeyman Ernie Smith from Stourport in Worcestershire, 28 years of age, but in his 129th fight here. He's in the black trunks.
O'Donnell's very relaxed, come out with his right hand down from that southpaw stance. Ready to just flick it out and just find the target with Ernie Smith.
This is just part of the education, really, for O'Donnell. They're not taking too many chances with him at this stage of the game.
O'Donnell doesn't want to be too slack with Smith because now and again he's getting caught cleanly with a jab, and if Smith gets a bit of confidence about himself, he may follow it through with a big right hand, so he wants to be careful, O'Donnell.
Couple of good left hands from O'Donnell, who's 21 years of age, so he will keep improving. As you can see, he's pretty lanky, giving away over half a stone here to Smith. That shouldn't matter too much. Not much head movement from Smith, who has been stopped a couple of times recently, so will he be able to go the 8 rounds? It is a question.
O'Donnell's not wasting any shots at all. Every punch is right on the mark and very, very accurate.
Likes to keep his gloves pretty low, doesn't he?
He does, but then again, it depends on the opponent you've got stood in front of you. You'll be confident to stand close if you can gauge his speed and gauge his power, and it's about that little bit of respect as well. I think a bit more respect from O'Donnell to Smith, and then we'd see him move and get his hands up a bit more, but he's now starting to turn it on a lot and start the combination to work Smith over.
O'Donnell in almost arrogant control in this opening round with southpaw leads, and then left hands whipped into head and body as well. He looks very composed and confident in there, I must say.
He's trying to draw the lead out of Smith. He's popping him with the jabs and popping him with the left crosses. He's trying to get something bad out of Smith, and it's actually harder for a fighter if a fighter's not throwing anything back. It's easy to lead off his lead.
Looks a little marked up already around the face, does Ernie Smith. Stopped in 3 by Mark Thompson recently, and in 3 rounds again by Denton Vassell. Those fights in July and September. He's got a lot of miles on the clock, all right.
Smith, O'Donnell's very, very sharp with those hands as well. Stepping it up slowly but surely through the round.
Nice and accurate, isn't he? As you said, Johnny, not wasting too many. Good round for him, that.
All right, have a speed. Okay, yeah, 2 legs out. Yeah.
Robert McCracken, Tony Sims, Mark Seltzer, the Hennessy team in the corner.
Yes, sir. Just keep it the target area. You know his head's hard, all right? 1-2 hook. 1-2 hook.
Got a languid quality about him, hasn't he, this O'Donnell?
Yes, he has. It's very deceiving because you don't know which hand he's going to lead with. And from a southpaw stance, he'll throw that back left-hand shot, and it's the last shot you'll expect because it's the hand that's furthest away. And he's accurate with it as well. He'll drop it down to the body and bring the right hand down like a chopping hook.
Put your work together, all right? Because you had him hurt in that round,
Yeah.
right? And then he just held you, all right? If you maintain, don't get hurt, all right? Don't switch off, all right? Get it.
6 out, round 2.
Second round here then with John O'Donnell in the red trunks and Ernie Smith, who's been in with the likes of James Hare, Lenny Dawes, Michael Jennings, Nigel Wright, Takaloo, Jav Khalik. Been around the business a long time now.
Ernie Smith is a good gauge for guys coming through as well. You can see if he's how they deal with Ernie Smith and how they can dominate him. And if he lets them, if they let him mess them around and fumble his way through a fight, then you can usually gauge how good a fight is going to be, or how he is at the time.
Not much coming back from Smith though at the moment. Not quite sure how much of a proper test this really is for O'Donnell at this stage.
But he can't get through O'Donnell's guard. O'Donnell at times will put his hands up and he'll just rest them on Smith's hands. So Smith doesn't know which punch to throw, which direction to throw it from. And he's willing to just stay there, not even a foot away from him, and just pop the shots out because he's fast enough to do it.
Looking classy, O'Donnell, but he's able to do exactly what he wants because there's nothing coming back from Smith, really. And he better throw some punches soon, otherwise referee Dave Paris is going to start taking a rather closer interest. And he hasn't thrown a punch now for, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds.
The frustrating thing for Smith is the punches are that fast from O'Donnell, he doesn't know which way to move. And it might be hurting him like a gnat, but eventually these constant shots will make a difference and it'll make a big impression to the referee as well.
Right!
O'Donnell, who comes from Shepherd's Bush in West London, not far from the Queen's Park Rangers football ground. Of his 13 wins, 4 have come inside schedule. That's not a fantastic stoppage record at this early stage of his career when he's just fighting trial horses, basically.
I understand it, but I'd always side with the sort of fighter that learns his boxing technique first before he gets that punch power. Then at least he knows his basics, and when he needs it, he can get himself out of trouble. The punch is a bonus.
Think he can acquire punch power then?
I think with time, I can't see why not. He's got the speed, and I think speed produces power.
And the accumulation of punches persuading Ernie Smith that he needed a break there, particularly one to the body, I fancy. And he stays down, doesn't want any more of it. Just had too much for him, John O'Donnell. And Ernie Smith, I suppose it's a compliment that a guy who's been around and been in with some good fighters in his time didn't want any more of the youngster who really turned it on there, but probably needs something a bit more of a test now.
Yeah, this wasn't even a sweat breaker for O'Donnell, and I think it was the attrition of punches and the speed of punches that broke Ernie Smith's heart. He wasn't, I know it sounds silly to say, he wasn't hurt that bad, but he just didn't know what to do or get out of the way of O'Donnell's shots. At times you see O'Donnell was just taking his time. He punched long and then drop him down to the body. That was the beginning of the end for Smith. You know, he confused him with the long shots, long jab, long left cross, then boom, stepped inside, dropped it down to the body. The last thing he's going to expect is getting used to getting hit on top.
It's expected that O'Donnell's next fight will be for the English title against Stuart Elwell early in the new year. So let's hope that one comes off for him. He's ready for something like that now.
Definitely, I think this kid will easily acquire a British title as long as he keeps his head down and listens to his trainer. I think there's no reason why he shouldn't.
Just didn't want to get up there, Ernie Smith, and I think that is a tribute to the work that O'Donnell had done, though he is getting towards maybe the end of his resilient career, Ernie Smith.
I think graduation day will come very soon for Ernie Smith. For O'Donnell, should I say.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 20 seconds of round 2, the referee's count reaches 10. The winner by count out, John O'Donnell. And appreciations, please, Ernie Smith.
Well, John, your 5th stoppage win. Is your power improving?
Yeah, definitely. I'm starting to build into a proper welterweight now, and I feel my punches are having more effect on my opponents now. And as you can see there, the body shot especially, when I hit him to the body, first body shot, he went down.
You're unbeaten in 14 now. Are you ready for a step up in class?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I've got the English title on 19th of Jan, like 20th of Jan. And against Stuart
Elwell, he's unbeaten. Is that a good test for you?
Definitely, yeah. It's 2 unbeaten fighters in there, 2 southpaws. Be a good little scrap, but I think I know who the winner's going to be.
Your manager, Mick Hennessy, here with you. Mick, how good is John O'Donnell?
Sensational. This is one of the hottest prospects in world boxing. He's incredible. We've been saying it for a time, but he's just growing into welterweight now, and he'll do that to any welterweight in the country. Kevin Anderson, any of them. You bring them on, this kid will stop a lot of them. Now he's going longer rounds. He's got more time to open them up, body and head, and he's going to show his class. Unbelievable.
Well done tonight.
Cheers.